Hey guys, what's up? It's Anthony. Here to do something a little bit different this time. I decided to make a video talking about all of the YouTubers who I watch and my YouTube friends who I would like to recommend to people. I did a video like this at one point a while back, but there were some people in that video that I don't talk to anymore, and I don't know, it felt, I didn't want, I want to have more people that supported me and more channels that I watch. So I got rid of that video. So this is the remake of that video. So, yeah, I've been going on YouTube for, I don't know, the past 18 years or something like that. But I only had a channel since 2014 or something like that. 2013. But I didn't start making, no, 2016, excuse me. I just didn't start making videos until 2020, and through those 5 years I've made a lot of friends, and there's YouTube channels that I'm not necessarily friends with, but I really appreciate and loved over the years, so I'm going to talk about them. So the first YouTuber I want to recommend is Hi Puffy, I'm a Yumi Fan 2002, one of my best friends on this site. They're pretty cool. They do like VHS openings, DVD openings, collection videos. They have a big Hi Puffy I'm a Yumi collection, which is pretty cool. I wish my collection was that cool. Yeah, they've always commented on my videos and just a really supportive person. So I definitely recommend you go subscribe to Hi Puffy I'm a Yumi Fan 2002, because yeah, that channel deserves a lot more support in my opinion. And next is another one of my close friends on here on YouTube, Evan Kumar, who's actually been on YouTube since, I believe, I want to say 2016, something like that. He's had channels come and go. He's got a lot of subscribers, like 4,000 something, you know. And I remember, it's funny how we kind of met, because I made that video. If someone, if anyone remembers that video I made of, what was it, CKY in the 96 Bitter Beans version of Tony Hawk Underground Pro Skater 3 that I made, we kind of he saw my video and was like, you know, was, oh, that's cool, I remember you, and was like, because he actually re-uploaded that video, and so ever since we kind of became friends. He does part videos of his family, videos, commercial breaks from Nickelodeon. I believe he does gameplay videos, all sorts of cool things. I know recently he just got a tattoo of his channel logo, which is pretty cool. You know, I never thought of getting a tattoo of my channel logo, but you know, that's pretty cool actually. Yeah, just a very, very nice dude. I highly definitely go check him out, because he's pretty cool. You know, got a lot of videos. I mean, he's got thousands, hundreds of thousands of videos. Next up, we have another one of my friends here on YouTube, Detox's Music and Entertainment Factory. I hope he sticks with that name, because he's changed it way too much. This is my friend John. He does, he uploads a bunch of music related content. He does some collection videos, not as much as I would like him to, but I hope he does. I hope he does a lot more, but you know, that's up to him. Yeah, I know he's got a life and all, so. And just new metal, industrial metal, rock. Puts up stuff that's just not on YouTube. And I've known, he and I have been friends since 2020, 2021, something like that. Yeah, very, very, very cool guy. Uh, I've actually been interviewed on this channel before as well. So, and I've done videos. I collabed with him before. You know, we've talked about albums before. I don't know why I never really talked about those, but I actually been on this channel and we have like reviewed band discographies and albums and stuff like that. Because, you know, some of you may or may not know, I also like music as well. It's not just the video game channel here on YouTube. So yeah, go check his channel out. Really cool. Next is another channel I would like to recommend is Halloween Nerd. She does like Halloween related content, some collection videos, mostly random related like horror content. And she's been on YouTube for a while now. She's almost at 1,000 subs, which, hey, hope she gets to 1,000. Very, very sweet person. She does like random videos and blogs, stuff like that. So I highly recommend you check out Halloween Nerd for sure, because she's definitely really, really cool, and she deserves all the support she can get for sure. So yeah. Next up is another channel that I didn't talk about in my deleted channel recommendations video. Dex Stewart. This guy, he's got a massive collection of stuff. He's got a massive collection of like DVDs, Blu-rays, VHS, comic books. His main interests I've noticed are like mainly comic books and like Power Rangers and stuff like that, which for me personally, this is kind of a side tangent. Power Rangers from like 1993 to like 2000 to me is like the best Power Rangers. Anything after that is just, you know, not my thing, but you know, I really do like his channel. He's pretty funny too, actually. Like he'll make some jokes random here and there. And I think he'll sometimes do movie reviews. He mainly does like reviews of like episodes of TV shows like Power Rangers, Mystic Knights, and he does a pretty good job talking about him. So I recommend you go check him out. He definitely reminds me of like a friend I would know in like college or something. You know, that we would talk to in class. I don't know. He's just got that vibe, in my opinion. Next up, we have a YouTuber who's been on here since the early days of YouTube. I believe he actually started his account in 2007, I want to say. And he's been on and off on YouTube. He was originally on YouTube from 2007 to 2008, and then 2008 to 2012, and now he just came back like last year. And that is BoogerBoyMeister. Now, BoogerBoyMeister, not a lot of people know him. I feel like he was a lot more known back in the day because some of his videos, like his horror movie reviews and just like his skits, got a lot of attention, and somehow that got recommended in my feed. I remember watching him originally back in the day, and you know, he's a really cool guy. His name's Jared. He does like character skits, movie reviews. He used to do a lot of collection videos. I mean, his entire library of videos is so extensive. I'll even still watch a lot of his old content to this day. He's a very, very nice guy. I've actually talked to him a couple of times through Facebook and YouTube. So he's a really good YouTuber. I highly recommend you check him out for sure. Because he's really cool. You know, nowadays he's a really big fan of the Leprechaun series, which, hey, Leprechaun's pretty cool. You know, respect to some of the lesser known horror icons. So yeah, next up is one of the YouTubers who was the reason he got me into making gameplay videos. Werwolf 93. Now, Werwolf 93 isn't as active as it used to be, but his YouTube videos when he used to do gameplays are so cool. They were so funny, so hilarious. Very rarely have I ever seen a YouTuber who made such funny jokes and made me laugh so hard. Uh, he doesn't do YouTube anymore, but the reason I started doing my gameplay videos was because of him. And we actually used to communicate quite a lot back in the day, like 4 or 5 years ago. And, you know, he would always, talk to me, and I would always see his videos. He did gameplays of, like, Resident Evil 4, Sonic Adventure 2, Minority Report, which is actually how I found him. No, it wasn't that. It was Scorpion King. That was my first gameplay of him, because I got a copy of that game. I wanted to see gameplays, and I found him. And hopefully he comes back to do more, because I would love to see him do more gameplays, you know. So check out Werewolf 93 if you. And another thing too is I've actually stole quite a bit of jokes from him. I'll admit that. Like, you'll hear some. If you watch some of his videos and look at some of my gameplay videos, you'll see a couple of things I, copped from him, his jokes, but, he's one guy, so. Yeah, hopefully he comes back to YouTube. Next up, we have another person who I wish would make more videos. Ashley, aka Goldmoon. Yeah, very, very, very nice person. She and I talked before. She used to have a lot more videos. I've saved them. I would like, I wish she would re-upload them. I discovered her because she made a hair tutorial in memory of Wayne Static, and she had her hair literally like Wayne Static. So that was how I discovered her. And she's a metalhead, and she likes, a lot of like fantasy related stuff. And she's very old school. Her channel's got that very old school vibe to it. And I wish she would make more videos. The last video she made was, I think, like 4 months ago or something like that. Yeah, something like that. But yeah, check out Goldmoon. She's pretty cool. Another YouTuber who I like. Now another one of my friends that you should check out. His name is Forever Retro 82. He is one of my best friends on here. He makes classic gaming videos. He does live streams every Friday. He's an old school guy. He's not one of those like guys who likes like the newer gen stuff. He likes stuff from like GameCube, PS2, like GameCube and before. Because he's all about that retro, and I understand, because I like that retro stuff too. Not to say that the new stuff's bad, because I've actually found some games that I really like that are new. So, but you can't go wrong with the classics. Just a really, really cool guy. He's really real, and I really appreciate him. He's a really nice guy. Oh, to me, he's always been pretty cool. Makes all kinds of videos. He'll make food reviews and stuff like that as well. So I recommend you go check him out. Next up is a YouTube group that I feel like is kind of getting more traction over time. They're really cool. They're called the 88s, and I don't even know how I even found out about them. I think I was just going through random videos of like soda or something, and they did like some videos talking about like different sodas or whatnot, and like carbonating water. And I thought that was the weirdest thing ever. One of the guys with the red beard, he actually kind of reminds me of my old art and animation teacher, which I found was pretty funny. They've actually been getting a lot of traction, and I wish them the best for sure. They're like a comedy YouTube group, so, and they still make videos. So I recommend you check them out as well. Speak of comedy YouTube groups, Microwave Society, who I know people will say, oh, they're like Razzle, but more clean. And yeah, they're kind of like Razzle, but honestly, I like Microwave Society just a little bit better. My friend Jonathan actually recommended me this. They do like reviews of like random kids movies, uh, some random like comedy skits, and they're still going on. You know, they've been around since like 2019, so they're really cool. Definitely check them out. Next up is another YouTuber who's been on here since one of the early days of YouTube, CassetteMaster. One of the big reasons I started making YouTube videos. I've been watching this guy since I was like 12. And, you know, he doesn't make as much videos as much these days. But, man, he's really knowledgeable about his stuff. He makes, like, videos about old cassette recorders, machines, tape recorders, reel-to-reel, all kinds of stuff. And he's super knowledgeable about it all too, and even some like old tech as well. I wish he would make more videos. His name's Ricky Klein. Please go check him out because he's one of the big reasons I started doing YouTube in the first place. I wish I could. I hope to be on YouTube for as long as he has because he's been on YouTube for almost 20 years. Next up, we got Meldakoala. She hasn't done a video in a while, but she's another one of my YouTube friends. I haven't talked to her in forever. She seems to be have gone away from YouTube. I hope she does come back though. She's this girl named Mel from Jersey. She's pretty cool. I made a couple birthday videos for her, which you can find in the comments section, or not the comments section, but in my channel. Next up is Countblagorath. You know, another music-related channel. He's the reason I got into black metal music. So, all kinds of like bands. He's got a massive vinyl CD, cassette collection. Pretty cool stuff. He's been on and off on YouTube, but he's been making videos again. So that's pretty cool. You know, his name's Sean, of course. And finally, the one YouTuber I also want to shout out is AndrewzVideos, who's my best friend Andrew. He's been my best friend for 20 years now, something like that. And we've known each other since we were in like 2nd grade. So, and he still makes videos here and there. Mainly like Halloween props and Halloween showing around Halloween related stuff, and he does a really good job at it. I think he does a great job of showing all that. He's mainly only active, it seems like these days, around Halloween time. I kind of wish he would like make more videos, but you know. He has 774 subscribers. I hope he gets to 800 and 1,000 more. So, yeah. So, that is all of the YouTube channel recommendations I would like to give. There might be more in the future. And if that's the case, I'll definitely make a part 2. But those are all of the YouTube channels I definitely wanted to shout out, and I hope you can check out as well. Because all these people I mentioned deserve to be a lot more popular, and I hope they do get more popular, and they deserve all the love you can get. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I've meant to do this for months and months and months. I just finally now got around to it. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. And I hope to see you in the next video, whenever that is. So take care.